Hello and welcome to the post-match press conference for Atletico Ottawa against HFX Wanderers on Wednesday, August 17th in the Canadian Premier League. We're joined by Halifax head coach Stephen Hart, and as usual, we're going to commence with questions in the room before opening it up to the Zoom. So we'll begin with AJ from TSN 1200.
Coach, wild finish, as wild as you'll see. How did you view what happened on the eventual game-winning goal?
From where I was sitting, I thought Hayworth was offside. I thought he was offside. I haven't seen the replay, but I thought he was offside. So I thought that was the initial call. You know, as I said, I haven't seen the replay, but I don't know if you guys have seen it. So I thought it was offside, and we just wanted to get on with the game. And I don't know when the Ottawa players surrounded the official. I don't know if he changed his mind. I might be wrong. That's how I saw it.
To be honest, I haven't seen the replay yet either, so I'd kind of like clarification as well. But just when the flag is up like that, is that something that's kind of frustrating for you because maybe your players thought that the play was going to be stopped?
Yeah, I mean, you never know. It's a difficult one, of course, and maybe it did have an impact on some of the players. But as I said, I have not seen it. But I'd be very disappointed if he was offside, and we've lost on that goal.
Thank you, AJ. We'll go to Gord.
Coach, you showed a lot of resiliency coming back when you go down 2-0. Unfortunately, the resiliency doesn't push you up the table. You've had a tough run of luck as far as, some games that you could have picked up points, other games where you unfortunately just don't. It's coming to a place like Ottawa, top 14, fighting for a playoff, and getting to 2-2 and thinking at that point the job's done, picking up a point away on the road. Is that something that you've got to be disappointed, even irrespective of how it all played out? You still didn't see out those final couple of minutes.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we told the skipper that if we get it to 2-2, let's go for the win. We need to win, I'm not sure if any changes could have been really made to keep it at 2-2. Things happened so fast right after it, and as I said. It's just one of those situations in football. There's a lot of emotion in tying up the game, and maybe a little bit of concentration was lapsed. But as I said, there's no words really for losing after coming back like that.
Lamothe's performance, I thought the second half was great. I thought he was driving at the back line. He was really finding little pockets of space. Is that something you've seen in his game over the course of the season as it's evolved?
It's something I've been encouraging him to do for over a year. He has it in him, and sometimes I don't think he knows how good he can be. But yeah, I was very happy with today. He was confident on the ball. He was pushing us forward, and of course, when we were changing the game, we just tried to make some changes, some fresh legs. But yeah, very good performance.
And he took his goal well.
He took his goal very well.
Any other questions in the room?
What kind of message do you send to the team? Because there's a lot to be positive about when you do come back from down 2, but obviously it doesn't end the way you want. So what kind of message do you send to the team now?
Well, I mean, one thing I will say about my players is they have never caved. Things have not gone their way. Things have not gone our way, and they've stuck together. They've had each other's back. The last set of performances, I think, were very good. This game was very evenly balanced. Could have gone either way. I don't know if Lamothe meant that shot, but he pulled it off, it's sometimes when things are not going your way, things like that seem to happen to you.
Maybe a little bit of regret from the first 5 minutes too. You had a couple of really good chances, could have changed the way the game played out maybe.
Yeah, it's been the story of our season, really.
Thank you very much.
We're going to head to the Zoom room now, and we're going to begin with Benedict Rhodes from canpl.ca. Benedict, after you.
Thank you, Stephen. What did you make of Zach Fernandez in this game? He seemed to be pretty involved on the right side and had a pretty good battle with Maxime Tissot.
Yeah, I thought both fullbacks offensively were good, especially Obeng in the first half, and then Fernandez came in more to the game in the second half. He played some dangerous crosses in, and then when he came inside, he combined well. Overall, I'm pleased with that young man. He has a lot going for him.
And the man who seems to be taking all the headlines the last few weeks has been Fupa Mwandwe, and he came off the bench again and won another penalty for you guys four times in 5 games now. What do you make of his sort of immediate impact off the bench?
Yeah, well, we got another game Saturday, and as I've been saying, he hasn't really reached his peak fitness yet, but he's a dangerous type of player. Always running over the shoulder, always making things happen, and once again he got a penalty, got us back into the game.
Thanks, Stephen.
Thank you very much, Benedict. We'll now head to Brandon from Canucks Abroad. Brandon, after you.
Thanks, Thomas. Hey, Stephen. Commiserations on the loss tonight. Just a single question for me tonight on obviously, as sort of Ben mentioned there, still have a match on the weekend there. Just the with the turnaround and coming up against a strong Ottawa side, and now having to go back home to face Pacific. Just curious on how you navigate that given the result tonight.
Yeah, I mean we have to dust ourselves off and get ready for the game. We won't get home until Thursday evening, unfortunately, and we'll have one session on Friday. And I think the character of this team and the players in the dressing room, they're going to want to get back on track by getting a result against Pacific.
Appreciate it, Stephen, and good luck on the weekend.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Brandon. Just before we end it up, any one last question round up in the room? No, Stephen, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
So we hold tight. We're going to be back in just a minute with Halifax midfielder Pierre Lamothe. Thank you very much, and welcome back to the post-match press conference here after the Halifax Wanderers against Atletico Ottawa game. We're joined by Halifax midfielder Pierre Lamothe. As always, we'll start with questions in the room, and those in the Zoom chat, please raise your hand if you wish to ask a question. Start with AJ from TSN 1200.
Hi, Pierre. Just your thoughts on the game, and in particular, what happened late. Goal that was originally waved off and ends up standing.
Yeah, overall, I think we managed the game well in the first half, even if we were unlucky on that first goal from Ottawa. We created some chances early. With my goal, that was disallowed. But if you watch on the replay, I didn't have the time to watch it clearly, but some of the staff said that it wasn't offside. So yeah, it's definitely frustrating. And then after that, they scored their second goal in the beginning of the second half, and I think we react pretty well. We managed to come back and score 2 goals. And yeah, just frustrating how it ends. But I don't want to say too much. Game is done, and yeah, I think overall we played a decent game.
Is that kind of a bit of a microcosm of your season where maybe just some close breaks going against you?
I think like more today. I don't want to find excuses. I think we were not doing enough right now, and but today I think like we played well enough to get out with a result.
Good.
You go extremely well. It's one of those opportunities, defenders backing off. You think, why not give it a try? Can't win the lottery if you don't buy a ticket. Is there something that Coach just mentioned that it's something that he knows that you have in your game, that ability to get into attacking positions, score goals? Is it something that over the course of the last number of games you've got left, you really want to try and build on?
Yeah, I was looking for that first goal for a long time, and I consider myself as an attacking midfielder, and it's my job to get in the box when the balls go wide. And Zach is always running that wing, so I try to be on top of the box when he gets the ball wide, and he got a good delivery. So I was just there, and the contact with the ball was good.
When you get it back to 2-2, obviously there's a mindset that you say you're most dangerous the first 5 minutes after a goal's been scored for or against, because you relax. The same thing seemed to happen with Ottawa. They went up 2-0. They just seemed to collapse a little bit, thinking that the game was over. Is there something that it's difficult to get out of that mindset? And at 2-2, you're thinking, oh, we've come to a top 4 team, given as good as we've gone, but unfortunately, you end up conceding the goal. Controversial or not, there still were parts of the play that could and should have been stopped before the ball ended up the back of the net.
Yeah, I think the thing is, with our position right now in the standings, we're trying to win games, and even coming back from 2-0, I think the mindset was trying to score another goal, and maybe we could have managed that better for sure. But I gotta watch the replay because it's a little frustrating if the guy was really offside,
Thank you, God. Any other questions?
Yeah, in the first 5 minutes, you guys had that goal disallowed for offside, and you had another one just from outside the box that was probably not that far away from going in. Is it frustrating when you have a chance to start on the front foot in a game against a team fighting for a playoff spot and you just can't do it?
Of course, it's always frustrating. But I thought we responded well to the missing chance early, and we just gotta keep going.
How do you now put this behind you? Frustrating result like this to go into the weekend and go get 3 points in that game.
It might sound boring, but you just have to go back to training and work on the things we don't do well, and I think we lack scoring goals right now, and that's the thing we gotta concentrate on.
Thank you very much. We'll now move to the Zoom questions, and we'll start with Benedict Rose from CanPR.ca. Benedict, after you.
Thank you. Pierre, you mentioned there you want to create more scoring chances. Do you think it's just a matter of finishing those chances, or is there something more you want to see from your team in the build-up?
I thought the build-up was good today. Maybe in the last few games it wasn't that good, but today it was pretty good, and we got our chances. We all know that we need to score more goals, and I'm happy that I could help the team, and even the midfielders have to help the team scoring goals.
And you mentioned Zachary Fernandez. Just wondering maybe what you thought of his performance today. He seemed pretty involved on both sides of the ball.
I think he's always involved in all of the games. He might have some games who we don't see him so much, but most of the time he's an important player for us. He's still young and he's learning, and I think he has a bright future.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Benedict. Any follow-up questions in the room? All right, that's great. Thank you very much, Pierre.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Hold tight. We'll be back in just a minute.